Hi guys, from Pax Europiana. I want to show you one of the biggest streets in my hometown, Linz. Here's a lot of traffic. It was always, when I grew up, a lot of traffic here. This is one of the main entry routes. And imagine when there will be only electric cars and we will be free of Russia. And that's, I think, the dream we should all have now in this crisis. It will be very good for the climate if we don't drive any petrol-powered, no diesel-powered cars. It will be very good for our freedom in Europe, free from Russian energy dependencies, from no longer funding Russian tanks, no Russian blackmail with the energy weapon. And it simply means to end the mobility based on carbon. And I'm very much in favor of that. I was calling since years 2030 should be the end date. But we should be faster now under this situation. It should be only electric cars allowed in Europe. In public transport, all state-owned companies should be only buying electric cars. And for private individuals, it should be very clear it will be phased out by 2025 already. There will be no new cars allowed in Europe which are not electric. There can be some exemptions for agriculture or for some kind of special sector vehicles, yes. But the basic mobility of the public transport, of the private transport, must be fully electrified. And that is absolutely good for our environment. Look, for example, here you see the petrol is then in the dust, and it is a lot of sediment out there. This is not good. It will be less noise. That's also good for the people. It will be less pollution. It will be less climate change. It will be very good, and it will be economically better for the whole society, for the economy, and it will be also cheaper in the long run. And it will lead to the end of the exploitation of Siberia and of all these dependencies from autocracies. Now we have to run to other autocracies. That's also not good. But of course it will lead to the end of this huge dependency on Russia, which we always had. And I think that's something I can say, as somebody who grew up on a street like this, I can say this is worth fighting for. We have to end petrol mobility, diesel mobility, the dependency on Russian gas. We have to end it. We have to end it now and forever. And it's absolutely technically, financially feasible. It needs a little bit of more subsidies. We need, of course, to support this electromobilization. This is another very big effort for Europe financially, but we can do that. It's very social, by the way, if we subsidize then cars and the transition of cars towards this level. And it's a huge benefit for the people, for the environment, for the nature, for the climate, for our economic ability and independence. And this is the way we should do it. I call for an end of diesel, petrol, carbon mobility. The state must go ahead. Of course, the huge cost of every single of these cars to be replaced, this takes a decade, there's no doubt, maybe two. And we have to give here incentives, we have to support that financially, we have to assist as a public side in that transition. But this is how it has to happen. And this will be hugely beneficial for our societies and for our whole systems in every aspect. And it will end the Russian ability to wage war against Europe. And that's, of course, a very most important noble task. It will not stop, of course, now. We need the energy boycott next summit on the 24th. The energy boycott must be decided, absolutely, and that will also come. I warn everybody from OMV, the Austrians, the Germans, they are already totally isolated, together with Orban maybe. And that will be now coming, this energy boycott. I'm calling since 3 weeks for the energy boycott, and this is absolutely the way it has to happen. Good. Thanks a lot for that. More to come from Pax Europiana, and buy only the electric cars now in all Europe, in the whole world actually. Nobody should be dependent on Russian energy anymore, and we will be free from Russia. Thanks a lot. Bye.